Howdy, you folks. Welcome back to What's in the Box with the Waystone Guard and anybody else that we feel like coming in and joining us. Um, this is calling it a side campaign isn't really true, but this is what we play when we have folks who couldn't make it this week. And a couple of people couldn't make it this week. So we're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves real quick. So let's start with Ezrin.
Hi, I'm Bob. I will be playing Ezrin, the old, bitter, pissed off wizard.
Sometimes the obvious choice is the correct choice. And
Suck it,
yeah, let's
nerd.
just go in character alphabetical order, which takes us to Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira, local healer, and I don't know what I'm doing.
That makes five of us. Um, Going alphabetically, next up is Mauriciel.
Hi, I'm Cody, also known as Boy in Pink Shoes. I'm playing Marcel. Uh, I get to be stealthy and sneaky this time,
And Stabby.
and stabby and cautious. I also have a third eye.
That's a gem in our forehead.
I say it's a third eye.
You do you, homie. You do you.
And we are finishing off with Valeros.
Hello, I am Nick. I am playing Valeros, a former farmhand, now turned mercenary fighter.
Nice.
Mhm. So yeah, this is the Pathfinder 2 beginner box. All of these characters are what Pathfinder calls the iconic characters, or the representatives of their class. Um, they're the ones who have all of the art in the books, and sometimes the obvious answer is the correct one. When last we left, our soon, but these are epic heroes, kind of like any characters that you come up with in the system will be. But they aren't epic heroes yet. Right now, they are investigating weird noises that are happening underneath of the fish packing plant in their hometown of Otari. Um, and they came down in the basement over here.
Oh,
Uh, and they found a bunch of giant rats and a bunch of smashed up barrels. And so they went explorating down here. And up here, there was a giant spider that our illustrious heroes killed.
nice.
I just need to move Ezra in a little bit. Over here, there was a little barricade separating this tunnel from the rest of the tunnel. And past the barricade was a crypt full of undead. Continuing down this way, in here is a shrine to Gazra, the god of the ocean. If you drink from the water basin here, you will probably have a very bad time. And then in here, you have discovered that the culprits behind the fish being stolen are a collection of kobolds,
Pesky
but
kobolds.
um, there aren't really enough. But you only found four so far. So there's no telling what else is down there or what else is down here. However, if you guys want to take the evening or call it a day and go back upstairs to the fishery and the town and sleep, that's an option.
Um,
Check something really quick, Mauricio. And while we are in here, yes, okay. You guys have investigated what's going on in here, and you have found a collection of a bunch of silver, a gold ring that you think is going to be worth about 5 gold pieces, and a +1 short sword that Mauricio has immediately called the dibs on.
yeah.
So yeah,
So you want to go back up and crash?
Lead
Probably for the best.
lead the way, farmer boy.
Uh, that would be, or at least I
That
don't
would
think
be you.
Ezrin. Yeah. And
I
there's,
think
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I have no idea what's going on. So, do we need to go back out this way, or
we can
yeah.
go back
If
out
you
the way.
guys want to just say we're going to go back and come, we're going to go out and sleep and come back in the morning.
Yes, that's what we are gonna do.
You are correct,
All
sir.
right. Welcome to resting. Um, Kira, on the way out, are you going to like help people get the first aid that they require?
Preferably yes.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you to roll for that. Everybody is restored to full hit points and everybody gets their spell slots back.
Does that cost me anything if I'm helping people, or
Not to do first aid.
okay? Okay.
But remember, this is Pathfinder, and you do not automatically heal the full if you are just by going to sleep.
Yeah.
You heal an amount that is equal to your Constitution modifier times your level,
Okay.
which oftentimes won't be to full. So, for example, hey Ezrin, what's your Constitution modifier?
That would be +2 there, DM.
All right, so you heal 2 hit points by sleeping overnight. How many hit points out of how many did you have before I went through and fixed up everyone?
7.
Out of
16.
there you go. Welcome to Pathfinder. It's really important to do first aid on people before they go to bed. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys are here in this room. There's still a couple of slowly rotting kobold corpses. Over here, there's a pile of debris, and in here, there's a bunch of mostly also debris because you've taken everything of value already. And then over here, there's a ominous stone door.
Let's
Um,
see.
I'll go ahead and check to make sure there are no traps around the door.
Okay. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well,
You don't see any traps.
perfect.
Can I do
The
a
door's unlocked, though.
Can I do a detect magic?
Yeah, for sure. That's a cantrip, right?
Yep.
Yes. Mauriciel is glowing slightly because of her sword, but that's it.
And can the old man look and see if he sees any traps?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. You also don't find any traps.
Lead on, youngsters.
can I open the door while like holding my shield up just in case
Mhm.
shit happens? Uh,
Yeah, for sure. Open the door, revealing a
nada.
room. Or, I'm
Um,
sorry, a short hallway and then a room.
All right,
right.
farmer boy, let's go.
Hold on just a second.
Oh,
Object glows. Can I cast light?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm trying to see if that's only me, or if I could do it like on his shield or his sword.
You can cast that on an item that another player character is carrying. Yes.
Let's go on Valeros's sword.
Okay. Hey, Valeros, as you walk into the hallway, can you give me a perception check?
um,
Since I'm behind him, can I also perceive?
Yeah.
Can I point and laugh when they get lit up?
You can absolutely do that. So Valeros, perception is going to be on the right-hand side of your character sheet, about halfway down.
ah,
If you remember where you spotted actions earlier, it should be just above that.
perceive.
Perceive. Trust me, I also got very confused for the longest time.
Because you're so used to it being a skill.
Yes.
So Valeros, your shield boss begins to light up, and you are using that like a flashlight as you start to walk through this dank corridor. Your eyes are fixed on what you think might be movement in this upcoming room, so you don't spot anything. Mauricio, you figure that Valeros is going to let you know if he sees or finds something, admittedly, possibly by getting stabbed. So you're looking around a little bit more. This ceiling is rigged to collapse in this hallway.
I'm gonna pull him back
Okay.
just as he's about to trigger it.
All right.
Are we friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think I
Ah,
also had a feat that let me see creatures.
what are your elf eyes see?
Oh no, it's just I think it's only traps. I could have sworn I had something about creatures though too. Seen by the creature. Oh no, that's if I'm stealing something.
Oh
Just
crap.
kidding.
I apologize. That was on me.
We moved.
I was trying to do something. So yeah, this last square space in this hallway this last space in this hallway is a pressure plate that will drop the ceiling on you.
Um oh then I'll just mention we don't need puncture holes in you today. I would just be careful of that last tile there. Um in my inventory,
Hmm.
she's gonna let me see if I have do I have anything that is weighty? I do. I have a water skin.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna. That'd be kind of dumb, wouldn't it?
Why don't you tell me what you're thinking, and then I'll tell you whether or not that will work.
I was gonna toss my water skin onto the pressure plate to trigger the trap,
Okay.
or if there's a way for me to, I'm just gonna disarm it. Hell,
Yeah, you can just walk up
I'll
and
just.
disarm it with a thievery check. Like that, you can just use the thievery skill.
Let's make this more complicated than it needs to be.
All right. So with a 24, um,
I'm gonna
You get
lift
up to it.
the plate and then
Mhm.
fiddle around with the mechanics of it.
Uh, so this is um a really basic um fall trap. It can only be triggered once, and what you do is you and how it works is the pressure plate is connected to a um like a loose support above you. You step on the pressure plate, it pulls it down, and it is connected by a hair thin strand of what looks like silk. So you just cut that.
Yep.
And now the pressure plate isn't connected to anything. So it doesn't matter if you trigger it or not.
Uh,
But just to
she'll
be on the safe side, you take a flat rock and you slide that underneath of it to brace the thing up.
Yep. And she'll stand up, dust
Mhm.
herself off, look back at the party, and give a eerie grin. I have a feeling that her smiling is just really creepy.
Damn.
I think I used art of her or something back in Tyranny of Dragons. And I was playing her up as being like and I was playing up that character as being like really weird and otherworldly, and I think that that's
Yeah,
where you're getting that from.
that's totally what I imagine her to be too.
Um yeah,
Very
so
cheesy grin.
congratulations, you have disabled the trap and everybody gets 8 experience points.
Woo! Where do I put experience? Oh, here.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wanted to see y'all do
8 are like
something
way up there
dumb.
at the top.
And she looks back at the party and says, "Trap disarmed, we're ready to go."
Always trying to ruin my good time.
Well, I do
You
believe we have some friends up for further in, so
do you
good time
hear
might yet be had.
Yeah, but
skittering?
they will just be attacking. They won't be you all doing something stupid.
Mhm.
Fair.
All right, farmer boy, it's your time to shine. Pun intended, as she
Fine.
points to your glowing shield.
So
Is it his shield or sword that's glowing?
I
It's his
said
sword.
I said
Oh, the
sword.
sword.
He
That's right.
said shield.
Yeah. I apologize.
No worries.
It's all no, it's it seems like every time I run this, somebody gets the bright idea of making Valorous glow like it's the 4th of July. And everybody just picks a different part of him to make it glow. Um
He's
but
just a
yeah,
shiny boy.
his sword is shining like a torch. And I think that Ezrin has the ever burning torch from the Undead Crypt as well.
You are correct, sir.
So yeah, Ezrin is holding aloft a torch that burns with a cold blue flame.
I just
Oh,
have dark sight, so who needs that?
Valeros, as you waltz into this room, uh, you are silently greeted by 2 stone statues of priests that stand in the corners along the left side of the room as you're walking in. They are facing a towering statue of a man holding out both of his hands, palms up. In front of this statue is a stone altar holding 9 golden coins. As you walk in, a voice booms out from the third statue. In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception. Find it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing.
Ezra, you're
I
up.
was gonna say, old Keister. Do you think you can decipher which one's possibly maybe an illusion?
I'm gonna go with detect magic again.
Okay. That statue is magical as fuck. The coins themselves appear to be completely mundane.
Oh boy. One's a
Um,
forgery then? An actual physical forgery?
would I be able to with my keen eye of always stealing money and shit, be able to see which one is a forgery?
Roll me a perception.
I could do that. Natural 20.
No, you can't tell.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the nine. You take a look at each of the 9 coins in turn, and they are completely and exactly identical.
I can't tell anything. Does our fellow priest might know what's going on with this? Since
You're
we
you
are
walk in. Can you roll me a religion check real quick?
Yes.
Was that our 2 attempts, or am I misunderstanding?
No.
Once I find where religion's at.
I don't think we've picked anything up. So I think we're
Oh,
safe.
There we go.
Okay, 16. The statue that spoke is a statue of Abadar, the god of wealth and civilization. Um, what he's asking you to do is he's asking you to take a number of these coins and put them in his hands. And you can do that twice, and then he's going to ask you to pick out which one the fake is.
So
Mm,
all 9 coins, even if I pick them up, have the same symbols and everything on the front and the back.
You have checked them all to make sure that they are all made out of gold, but you stick them all in your mouth, they all feel like solid gold. They're all the right weight to be solid gold. They all have exactly identical embossings on the front side. They all have exactly identical embossings on the back side. Yeah.
Which one is a forging?
Yeah.
Hmm.
does Kyra tell us what they know?
Yes.
I sure will.
At least, also, at least on my screen, Maricel and Kyra's HP are not full.
Not full.
No, that's I was trying to do something and I hit Control Z a bunch of times and it undid stuff
Mm,
in the order I did it, but it didn't undo the right thing.
No.
Um,
Okay, we're good.
because my life is a mess, I guess.
How many
Um,
coins are in front of us?
There are 9 coins in front of you.
Are the two statues similar?
The 2 statues behind you are exactly identical. They are priests of Abadar.
mm, alright.
What if we
uh,
put an even amount of coins in his hands, including the uneven amount, and cut that in half?
how do you cut a single piece of gold in half?
Valoros has a steel sword.
With gusto.
we
Mauricio
have
has
a
a
farm
magic
boy.
sword.
Farm hands are strong.
Just throwing that out there.
I don't think. Okay. Okay. Y'all go right ahead. Oh, that's Valeros's thing. You guys go ahead. Try and cut a piece of gold in half. She's gonna, yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Valeros, Kira, are you going to go through with this?
I'll stand in the corner in case he needs healing.
All right.
Oh,
Valeros, you pick one of the coins at random. You pull your sword out, you line up this coin underneath of your sword, and you get ready to chop it. And as your sword comes down, you guys have like laid out the coins in a nice little row. And as his sword comes down, all of the coins poof and reappear stacked neatly one atop another.
neat.
So yeah, you
Well,
can't cut any of them in half.
that didn't go as planned.
4 in one hand, 5 in the other.
How will that help you identify the fake one, though?
I thought you said you would
Um,
lift them and then we had to figure out which one the false one is.
What
Ezrin
are,
already detect magic, right?
Yeah,
yes, they're all
Okay.
normal coins. Are any of the, so the two statues in the back, are they shaped anyway? They're just standing there and looking?
they're just standing there. They're looking at the third statue, the one that talked.
Oh, they're staring at the one that's talking. Okay. Anything behind
Nope.
where Valeros is? Okay.
The magic talking statue does in fact work on magic, and I don't have to explain shit.
There's no mechanical giant hand using it as a puppet or anything.
Valeros, you look at it, the arms appear to be articulated, like they can rise and be lowered, but that's it.
So almost like a scale.
So we need to.
It's almost like it's the god of wealth or something.
So the riddle is to put a certain amount in his hands, or
We
In
have to
my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception. Find it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing.
So we have to, so if we do 4 in one hand, 5 in the other,
I know.
one of the one that he raises up is going to have greater value than the other one,
But the fake has no value.
but the fake has no value. So
No.
if we put, so say if we put,
If we do it like
3,
that, then we know one
if,
side is good.
yes, but the problem being is we would need to have one that has slightly more, because if we just do, I guess that would still help us
Okay.
decide which one is the fake, I guess. Because
If I
if we,
drop all the coins, will any of them sound different?
You can try to drop the coins and find out.
I'm gonna pick up one coin at a time and drop each one, listening for any differences in the sound.
Okay. You pick up the top. No, you pick up out a coin from like out in the middle and you knock the tower over. You pick it up and then you drop it off of the altar. The instant that it hits the ground, it goes poof. And all of the coins are neatly stacked again in the middle
Can I try it
in a
again, but
random
on the
order.
altar?
I still
Yes,
think
but the same thing happens.
Okay.
I still think if we put let's go with our original idea. Do 5 in one hand, 4 in the other. If his hands don't move, that doesn't help us.
If his hands don't
Yeah, no,
move,
it doesn't.
Then
we know
we
the
know that.
one is in the 5 or the 4. And then we do it the same way again.
No, it has to be in the 5 because it would be 4 and 4 because it would be balanced.
Yeah, then we will know that's it, and then we split the pile again.
Yeah.
And
But then it's about finding out which one the individual on the 5 is.
Which,
yeah.
if we do 2 and 2, if it's a 4, then we have a 50% chance of getting the correct one.
But we only get 2 judgments, right?
Actually, no.
So technically, we have to get it right on the second time, not on the first time, or on the third time. Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, but if we do it 2 and 2 or 3 and 2, we would have a better odd to just guess.
That's true.
Oh yeah, because if 2 and 2 is even, we know those 4 are good.
Mm-hmm. So first we do 5 and 4 and see what the scale does.
Yep.
And then we split
Okay.
those and we'll know which is.
Should we just go in the order of how it's stacked now? That way we can just keep track of which coin is which.
Yeah, that works.
Let's do it.
All right.
So we'll put 5 in the left hand, 4 in the right hand.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go.
The statue of the god intones once again. In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. And then there is a sound of stone grinding against stone as its right hand gets raised up slightly. Its right hand lowers, its left hand is raised up slightly. Click. And its hands are at the exact same height.
So it's in the 5 hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll set the 4 aside, take the 5. So we have 5 coins that we have to look through to figure out which one is.
Go 3 and 2.
What
But
if we?
this is our
Oh.
last chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
So what
then
if we
we
keep?
have to
Well,
pick the one after that, correct?
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So if we keep one on the table and then do 2 and 2,
Yeah. Then we can decide which one is which. So let's keep 1 on the table, do 2 and 2 in each hand. Whichever hand is lowered, we can then pick 50. We have a higher chance of selecting which one is a fake.
Okay.
there's probably a real simple solution to this that I am not figuring out.
This is
How I feel right now.
So you guys have 5 coins. I'm going to
Yes.
number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 imaginatively.
3.
3.
Is 3 the one that you want to pull out, not put onto his hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you want 1 and 2 to go together, and I guess 4 and 5 to go together?
Yeah.
Yes.
That works.
All right.
1 and 2 to the left, 4 and
Mhm.
5 to the right.
In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. There's once again that grinding sound of stone on stone. As it raises its left hand up to in line with its eyes. Now, which of these coins is a deception.
So the one in the right hand.
There are 2 coins in his right hand, number 4 and a number 5.
And that stayed on the altar?
I mean, his hand is raised about 6 inches off of the altar, but
Or stayed in place?
yeah.
All right. Who's going to roll the 10? First half 4, second half 5.
Is there anything on the altar itself, like any symbols or anything?
The perimeter of the top slab is a prayer to Abathar, the god of wealth and civilization, to protect his treasures and to keep his people safe, and to protect the town that is on this site. But there's nothing that would indicate like which coin is fake. So yeah, 4 or 5.
Well,
Let me just. I'm going to give you guys. No, I'll be nicer than that. I will give you guys 3 minutes to make your choice, starting now.
Um,
4 or 5. What's it gonna be?
I just say we go with.
Fuck it, 5.
That's what I'll do
Right.
is 5 too.
Okay. So we have 2 votes for 5. Kira?
I guess I'll choose 5.
All right.
nothing ventured, nothing gained. 5 it is.
Okay. Guys, pick up the coin. Tell him this one. And all of the coins go poof and are left back on the altar. In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception. Find it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing.
Oh,
Are we still holding the coin?
Nope.
Oh, no, they're all on the table, which means
All
they're
of the
all in
coins are
random
back
order.
on the table in a
at
random
least we
order.
get to retry.
Oh, in a reorder.
In a random order.
And
What if we
there's none.
Also
scribe?
happens if you try to mark them in any way, if you try to arrange them in any way. I
Oh,
will
and it
tell you now that if you
random.
try to add any coins to them, your coins disappear.
Dang, I was gonna say we should mark them.
We can't.
Yeah, but he said that already.
I knew we wouldn't be able to. Um. Uh. Trying to think of. Because we'll be here forever if we just keep doing the same thing we're doing now.
I think we only got one more shot, if I understand the statue's riddle.
Well, he technically said we only get 2 shots to try and decipher which one is the fake. He didn't necessarily say any type of punishment if we fail.
Now I'm curious. What if we just go one by one?
It's just
You
gonna
get
keep
2 chances, and then and then it asks you to pick which coin is the fake,
Right.
and
right.
afterwards it reshuffles them.
What if we do
By
4 and
process of
4?
elimination, we'd eventually get it.
Let's do 4 and 4 instead.
Okay.
So, okay.
Because if If it's even, then it leaves the one coin, knowing that it's a fake.
Okay. I will tell you guys flat out that there is a way to get this 100% correct.
I need to
With your
think
two
harder. Hold on.
No. I was never good at stats or riddles.
If we at least do 4 and 4, though, we have a higher risk of it getting that.
If we do 4 and 4 and it's even, then that means the one on the table is the fake.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But we go from the top to the bottom of the pile,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to take one out from the middle?
From the middle.
I have a feeling we're missing something. But okay,
I
I want
know.
to do.
I
Merciel is
agree.
getting. Cody is getting. Merciel is getting close, which is one of the reasons that it's infuriating. But I'm not going to tell you guys what the answer is.
If we do, no, because if we do, I'm trying to logically think of this. Because if we do a smaller number, we leave 2 out. No, we would have to leave 3 out because that'd be 6 and 6. Or 6. That'd be 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm. 3 and 3 get tested, and then 3 more on the altar.
Oh. So if we do 3 and 3 and it's even, we know that those 3 Yes.
Sure.
Do 3 and 3 instead, because if we do if they're even, then it's the last pile that has the fake. And then if we do 2 and 1 and they're even, it's the 2 that has the fake. Or if it's the individual one that is less, then the individual one has to be the fake.
Dang. Look at the brains on this guy.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 in his left, 4, 5, 6 in his right, 7, 8, 9 on the table.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not going to go through the
Yeah.
stuff again. The statue raises its left hand. The coin the fake coin is either numbers 4, 5, or 6.
All right, so we'll put 4 and 5 in the left and 6 in the right.
All right.
All right. Now, Mauricio, I just want to point out you just went through the process of how having 2 outputs lets you test 3 individual pieces all
Let's
at
leave
once using
5 on the
logic.
table and put 4 and 6.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ezran. So you are testing coin number 4 in his left hand versus coin number 6 in his right
6.
hand.
Yes.
And if the hands are even, then number 5 is
5
fake.
is. Yes.
There's there's the booming voice again. There's the sound of stone grinding on stone. The statue raises its right hand, then raises its left hand as though weighing on a scale. Then click. raises its right hand in line with its eyes.
And we'll grab the left one and say, "This is the fake."
All right, Mauricio, the stone in your hand turns to lead. The other 8, I'm sorry, the coin in your hand turns to lead. The other 8 remain shining, glittery gold. And Valeros, you are watching as one of the doors in the northern section of the room grinds open.
Big brained this, you guys.
Everybody gets 80 experience points for
Oh,
figuring out the puzzle,
hell yeah.
and the 8 gold pieces are worth 8 gold pieces. Are worth 8 gold pieces.
Oh,
I will
Yeah.
snatch
You
those.
You can
don't
flip them
say.
however you
I
choose to.
I assumed if we tried to take them, they would disappear. So
um, I'll distribute 2 to each and pocket this piece of lead.
can I
All
like
right.
go up near to the door and see if I can hear anything coming from further in?
Roll me a perception check.
Perceive.
There might be something going on behind this door, but around this corner, no, there you don't hear anything.
Hmm. I want to.
What is that?
This small chamber contains an old wooden chest emblazoned with the symbol of a key, which Kira will tell you is a sign of Abadar, the god of wealth and civilization. Behind the chest is a massive contraption of gears and pulleys that looks like the inner workings of some unseen device.
Um, I'm just gonna check it to see if.
Valeros, as you are looking,
Go ahead.
you see tiny shafts of light coming from the wall on the north side. There are tiny holes in the wall that let you peer into the room beyond.
Ah, what do my human eyes see?
You approach and poke your head through the hole in the wall,
Is it
or
that big?
no, it's not. You're walking up
Okay,
to it, sticking your eye up to it, and trying to look through it.
I guess.
What do you see with your human eyes?
Uh,
Darkness.
you see a.
Knife.
I was
So I
waiting.
mean,
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I was waiting for this to be like. I shoved my hand in the hole and something bit me. What did you think would happen? Uh,
so there are what you think is braziers or torches somewhere off to your right. You're here, so
ah,
somewhere off, like in the darkness,
okay.
like here maybe. You cannot see them exactly. But they're on the far side of this room, silhouetted. You see a kobold striding back and forth, and you can hear the kobold jabbering back and forth with another, with maybe itself or maybe another, um, or some other collections of kobolds from somewhere where you can't see them. So, what do you think of the boss's new pet? I don't really know, man. It's kind of it's a little off-putting, man. And what are we doing here? Like, is Town Above really worth all of the trouble that we're going through? Look, it's not up to me to decide what is and what isn't trouble. That's the boss's problem. But I'll tell you what. You know what's good for you. You stick with me. I'll make sure you get taken care of, all right? All right.
I want to like,
No, I don't know why everybody turned into a New York gangster.
want to like.
Other than just
Kobolds.
everybody turns into a New York gangster.
So
That's
Those are
Is-
kobolds.
is this a door as well, or
There
is it
is
just a hole? Go ahead.
this is a door. You will need to open the door to go through it.
Yeah. Okay.
This room has a treasure chest and also some other stuff in it that you guys have not taken a closer look at yet.
Which I am going to, because I like
All
me
right.
some treasure.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that it's not trapped in here.
Roll me a perception check.
But I am going to
You don't find any
motion
traps in here, Mauricio.
that
Sweet.
people are next door, so we should probably keep it down.
Yes.
I'm gonna stealthily look at
I'm
this
going to leave the
contraption.
room. No, I'm not.
All right.
My lights! No. I
Valoros
can
would
see in
leave
the
the room.
dark.
Yeah.
I can see the
Can
dark.
you? Or do you have low light vision?
I have. Where do I even see for that? Is that under feats? I do have low light vision.
Yeah,
Never
you have
mind.
low light vision. So
Yeah,
yes, you
me.
do in fact need light to see.
I need light.
Yeah, me, the player, wants to be nowhere near this when you try to open it. Me, Valros would definitely
Okay.
stay. I believe.
You open the chest.
Oh, I'm not opening it yet. I'm just kind of eyeing it, looking at the keyhole, and
There isn't a keyhole. The chest
oh,
is the chest is unlocked. The chest was magically sealed by the statue, and solving the
sweet.
puzzle lets you open it.
I'm gonna Legend of Zelda music playing in my head. Open this.
Okay, there's a pile of coins of various denominations, a rolled up piece of parchment, and a small glass box containing a single emerald.
I'm gonna take it all.
All right. You think that the emerald is going to be worth about 20 gold pieces.
Heck yeah.
The coins are 214 copper pieces, 22 silver pieces, and 3 gold pieces.
3 more gold pieces and 122 uh copper, you said?
214 copper,
214. Okay.
22 silver, and 3 gold.
Perfect. And then you said
You
a go
There
ahead,
is a
sorry.
rolled up piece of parchment as well.
Parchment. I am going to look at the parchment.
It is covered in arcane scribbles.
All right, old man can have this. And she'll pocket it until she sees old man.
All right.
And then the emerald was in the glass box, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
At the
So,
bottom of the chest, there is a lever sticking out into the chest.
can I see can I look at the lever to see if what it's possibly connected to?
Roll me a crafting check.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I believe in you. That's definitely a lever, and you have no idea what it's hooked up to.
Um, a farmer boy and the rest of the crew, get in here now. That goes for you,
Oh, yeah.
Priesty.
I was on
Just
my way.
I noticed that there's a lever in here. I'd rather us be together for this rather than split up. But before we do that, here you go, old man. And she hands the parchment to Ezrin.
Ezra, this is a scroll of magic missile.
Cool.
There you go.
I would like to take a look at the lever.
Okay, roll me a crafting check.
Fuck.
All right, Ezra, you take a closer look at the lever. You have a little bit more experience with these sorts of things. This lever is connected via some sort of mechanical means to a trap that you think is in the room north of you.
A trap in the other room?
Yes.
Sweet. She pulls it.
Okay. You pull the lever. The trap is now set to active.
Do we hear hear cries of kobolds?
All right. So hold up, because I need to read this.
Oh no.
What have you done?
All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you guys that
Absolutely.
there is, you can't see it yet, but there is a very, very obvious marker of where this trap is going to be active. All right. The first creature to step on a floor tile in the appropriate area triggers the trap. All right. It is going to do it might strike a whole heck of a bunch of a number of persons, at which point it will automatically reset and fire again the next time a creature moves into the outlined area.
I'm gonna. Are there holes throughout the wall or just the one area?
Um,
To view the other room.
it's just along the north wall where Ezrin and Valeros are.
Um, and it's just big enough just to look through, or would it be big enough to possibly drop a coin to coax them to come closer to a certain panel?
Or if you know where the panel is, you
Can
could
you guys
just
see through
yell.
that?
No.
I don't see
Okay.
anything.
Well, then there isn't any bloody point to having a window.
I'm back.
And there isn't any point to putting in a bloody window now, is there? I can say that once you guys open the door, it will be very obvious.
Okay.
And that is all I am going to give you. I have drawn in where it is. It will be extremely obvious.
Then I'm just gonna mischievously look at everyone and say, I think we're ready to meet our guests in the other room.
And I'm just going to, I told you guys to take 30 XP for figuring out how to activate the trap, yes?
No, I
Okay,
will add
everybody
that
gets
now.
30 XP for figuring out how to activate the trap.
Sweet.
Go team.
Woo.
All right.
Huh?
Who's going first?
Fuck it. Going in loud.
All right.
I'm gonna. I'll be shortly behind. Okay. Yep. That's very
Very
obvious
obvious, like I
where
said.
it is. Okay. Um.
And so, my friend, those magical words. Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh Jesus.
Then I need Lickable. I need to pop these guys out. I also need the Kobold Trapmaster popped out and over here. First things first, Strappy. We are rolling initiative for you. Kobold first. And the second. All right.
Well,
Kindly
thank
give
God
me
that I go
a
first.
few moments to get everybody organized. Kira, Valeros, I'm just going to ask you guys to figure out who's going first in between the two of you. Valeros, you kick the door open. And as the door slides open with a creak, revealing a titanic chamber that looks like an audience hall. On the far side, there's a broad set of stairs that lead up to where a throne might once have been. Just going to move you a little bit so that it's a little easier to see. Thank you, dynamic lighting. Pillars support the high ceiling, and the ruined tatters of what were once decorative banners still hang from them. There's a decorative tile pattern centered in the middle of the room, showing through the grim and grimy coating on the floor. All right, Mauricio, it is your turn.
All right. I don't think I'm able to see any of our foes.
That's okay. You can move to where you can.
I'm gonna. I'm
You can
gonna.
also delay your turn until you find somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my short sword as action 1.
Okay.
And then I'll delay my movement to try and flank whatever Valeros is going to be attacking.
All right. So when you are delaying your action, what you are doing is you are saying, I'm going to stay where I'm not going to take my turn yet. And instead, I am going to name a particular trigger, like a
Oh,
kobold moves next to Valeros. And
gotcha.
once that happens, I am going to take the next step in initiative, and I am going to stay there.
Okay. Then my yes, I'm going to shoot. Okay. I am
And if the stated action doesn't happen, say a kobold doesn't move up to Valeros, then what happens is you go after the second kobold warrior, and then you go back to your 25 again.
25. Okay. I am going to
So
use
real quick, for
my
thematic reasons, I want to swap those two around.
I'm going to use the movement action.
Okay, but if you stride now, you
I
cannot
won't be
delay.
able to delay. Yeah. Um yeah, I'm still going to make my movement to am I able to move here?
Here,
like right
You can
here.
move up to 25 feet, so yes, you could absolutely move there.
I just wasn't sure because I think there was a wall here, wasn't there?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's 15.
Okay. So I'll move here and I'm gonna do we think that lead is heavy enough to trigger a a, a weight?
Once again, for the sake of ease, there's one kobold that's due north of you,
Okay.
and you think that you can hear two more on the other side here.
Okay. Um do y'all think that lead is heavy enough to get that plate
Probably
off?
not.
Okay.
Get any ranged
15.
attacks?
Not prepped currently.
Do you have a bow?
I have a dagger.
Okay, because like you can see this guy, but he's not close enough for you to throw a dagger at.
Um, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go over here then instead. So that's
Okay.
25.
You can see two more kobolds.
And then I'll toss the dagger instead at the cobalt, the first
Okay.
cobalt I see.
All right. Can you please roll me a thrown dagger
Yes.
attack?
I believe that is this
It
one.
should be yes. 26 is going to critically hit. Roll me damage. All right. So Mauricio just tagged this goblin in the dark through its goddamned eye. This kobold, I'm sorry, this kobold immediately falls to the ground stone dead. And that is going to be it for Mauricio's turn.
Yes.
Mauricio, you see uh the kobold here in the I'm just going to put Valeros
I
here in the
can
middle.
hear creatures. I knew I wasn't
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
You have +2 circumstance bonus on perception to detect people or creatures using hearing. Mauricio, you see this kobold reaching into its pouch and pulling out like collections of spike or like sharp rocks and throwing them into the spaces here-ish along the top of the stair.
Okay.
And so send them to the map layer, map layer, and that is going to be its entire turn. And then the Kobold Warrior on the north side, this would be much easier in person. It's going to take a step here. Valorous, I want you to see this. So we're going to come here. It is going to roll perception to determine whether or not it sees the trap that you guys activated. And it is going to fail. And so it is going to stride here into this space where the trap will activate, and the trap rolls at +10 against the first thing in its
Oh
row.
my god.
I'm just going to put Valeros here for lighting purposes. Slash R1 1d20 plus 10 to attack the Kobold Warrior. That's a 29. That's going to be a critical hit. Slash R
Uh-oh.
2d8 plus 8.
Oh no. It's
That
debunked.
Kobold Warrior just took more than twice its hit point. This Kobold Warrior is very dead.
It's
Very dead. He is a pincushion now. However, that's not all, because the kobold that was throwing out the spikes earlier, the kobold trap master, is also getting attacked
Oh
by
no!
the spear trap, because it's just launching them all the
All the
down
way back
this
there.
row and this row and this row. Just all
Uh-oh.
of them.
The
It's
poor
going this
guy.
way, and then it's going this way, and then it's going this way.
Poor guy.
That thing is higher level than you are. There's nothing poor about it. Plus 10. 21 is going to hit. Slash R1D8 plus 4. And he's going to take 12 points of damage. And now it's Kira's turn.
Did I witness any of this?
You saw the spears get launched past around Ezrin's head, and you heard the groan of a dying kobold, and then the suddenly cut off groan of a dying kobold.
And then a
Very
third
well.
sudden groan of another dying kobold.
Oh no, this kobold isn't dying. This kobold is just hurt.
No, I meant the first one that I threw a dagger at.
Yeah, the first one died and that gurgled, and then the second one
Oh yeah.
died instantly, and then the third one is screeching in pain.
I just imagine his body.
Oh, I
just
apologize. He only got to activate one of these. It takes 3 actions for them to fill up a space
Oh,
with spikies.
I'm going to take an action to
Okay.
move.
Mm-hmm.
Stride. Hold on, what's my... There you go, okay, cool. Just past Ezrin and one more up to Valeros.
Okay.
And then I'd like to use magic weapon on his... Valeros has a sword, right?
Yeah.
it's glowing
He's-
currently too.
Magic weapon on his sword.
Okay. That's going to
Mm.
be 2 actions. All right. So
And
Valorant,
then I'm
your
gonna
sword now has a +1 item bonus to attack rolls.
as I
And
cast
instead of
it,
rolling 1d8 when you hit something with it, you roll 2d8. I am not going to keep track of that. So please write that down.
okay,
What
so
else are
as I casted that, I give Valeros a little pat on the shoulder and say, "Go get him, Tiger."
uh, will do. Would you say I would roughly know where this kobold is?
Yes.
All right. So I am going to do that then. If I can reach him.
Okay. So you stride twice.
Yeah.
Careful of
You can
the.
definitely do that. The trap takes a minute to rearm itself.
Oh, a minute.
I
Okay.
was like,
I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
all right. Well,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15.
All right. Then this attack will
Mm-hmm.
that with a +1. I think.
27. A 27 will hit. Roll damage. And remember, you roll damage and
2d8.
then you add a d8.
So I'll do 2d8s.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 4.
Damn.
Sliced him, diced him.
All right, so that's going to be minus 14. Valeros, it hisses at you in a vaguely threatening manner, or it would be vaguely threatening if it wasn't the size of an 8-year-old.
All right.
And Valeros has an action, so he's going to raise his shield. You get a
Yes.
+2 circumstance bonus to armor class until the beginning of your next turn.
Ah.
Ezrin, it is your turn.
Goodbye. Hello.
All right. Okay, so I'm going
Hello.
to stride into the room here.
All right.
And I'm going to do a
15.
2-action magic missile.
Can you see it?
It's lit up right there.
There's a giant hulking stone pillar in between you and the
Okay.
kobold, my dude.
If I go here, can I see him? I
That's
didn't know
what
there
this
were
is.
pillars.
Yeah.
I literally said there are pillars. Yes, you can see them from here.
Okay, 2-action magic missile.
Okay. So that's going to be 2d4.
They automatically.
2d4 plus 2.
So,
Mark down a spell slot or the scroll that you found earlier.
so that
And
would
then
be...
roll me 2d4 and add 2.
I'll just roll it. R 2d4 plus 2. Ah. Seven.
Ezrin, you speak the words of creation as 2 little darts fly out, little dagger-sized darts fly out of your fist. One of them, they fly almost directly through Valeros, kind of helixing around each other, and when they get within about 3 feet of him, they split off and strike this kobold from opposite sides of Valeros and his shield. One of them catches it in the knee, and the other one obliterates half of its head.
Oh.
This kobold is extremely dead.
Okay, are we done fighting?
Yes.
I'm gonna saunter my happy ass back into this other room and shut the trap off.
And I'm gonna saunter my happy butt over here to grab my knife.
Okay. You take your knife and just kind of while you're down here, you also decide that it would be a good idea to pat through the kobold warriors. He's got a spear and leather armor, and if I'm remembering right, 1d6 silver, but I don't actually see it built in, so he doesn't have that. So you
it's
have kobold-sized leather armor and 3 spears.
spears. Here you go, Valeros. You get 3 spears.
The
Oh wait.
being
Can-
formerly known as kobold and currently known as pincushion, also has 3 spears and kobold-sized leather armor that is in significantly worse shape.
You don't say.
And Valeros, the Trap Master, or what's left of it, also has leather armor in conspicuously poor shape, a mundane short sword, 3 spears, and after you gather the collection, and after you gather the caltrops that he scattered about, 3 spike traps
Ooh.
that I don't think any of you are really equipped to deal with right now.
No, but I can disarm this.
Yeah, I mean, because you know what you're looking for, you just go through really carefully and pick them all up one at a time. And I'm not going to ask you for a thievery check.
Thank you, thank you.
And
It's
sorry.
for the first time in your life, you wish you had a broom.
Anything else in the room we can see other than the staircase up to the throne?
So there's this lower section. There's an upper section up here where Valeros and Mauricio are, and then there's a winding staircase further down.
It goes down. Okay.
You guys take a moment and think to yourselves, because there were like multiple barrels that were smashed up. 4 kobolds wouldn't do that. 7 kobolds wouldn't do that. And
So there's
Valeros was talking earlier about how they were talking about a boss. It's pet. There's probably something further down.
can Kira use the spears too? Are you
They're a
able?
simple weapon. Most of you should be able to.
Oh, okay. I forgot if they were simple or not. Do you have a ranged weapon, Kira? Oh, he just left for the bathroom. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give the spears to Valeros then. Because it seems like
Okay.
fun for him. Are they wait,
And Ezrin has a torch.
are are s-
Ezrin emits light. I'm sorry, I'm on the next page. I'm on the next map.
no
Doing
worries.
mapping stuff. But yeah, what's your question?
Are spears finesse weapons?
They are not.
So throwing them it would still be strength.
Yes.
Perfect. That's exactly why I wanted to give it to Valeros then.
All right.
Um
Oh, I apologize. There's some other stuff going on. No, that is if you. That's if you guys go back up. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. The Kobold Trap Master is also wearing a special necklace. There's a copper chain and a large cracked piece of a large eggshell. The shell is ivory in color but has strange green veins running through it. The piece is only about 3 inches all the way across, but Ezra, you're looking at it, the ego that this thing comes from must have been 2 feet wide, maybe a little bigger. You have
Alright.
no clue what it could be.
is it magical?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a detect magic in here.
The shell itself is not magical. But you think that whatever produced the egg is.
Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and pocket the necklace then for now.
Okay. Can you please make a note that you have a copper and shell necklace? And lastly, for overcoming the kobolds and the hazards in this room, everybody gets 136 experience points.
136, you say?
136.
Okie doke. We're doing good, guys. Not one of us has been hit by anything, and we're not damaged. Knocking on wood.
Nothing has been hit recently. You guys got pretty messed up by the undead. You guys got pretty messed up by the spider. A couple of you still got bitten by rats yesterday. That was an experience nobody's looking to continue. Um,
It's
then
a
the first round of kobolds got you guys pretty good.
it's a better new day today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm just gonna tell Valeros, be cautious as we go down these stairs, and I'm just gonna keep my eyes out for pressure plates, foolish wall tiles, and all the likes
Okay.
as we descend.
All right. The stairs spiral down deep into the earth, for ending in a chamber that looks like it has been specifically prepared to defend against intruders. On one side of the room, a table has been turned on its side to provide cover, while on the other, crates and barrels have been piled up to create a second barrier. I'm going to go down the list alphabetically and ask everybody what their perception DC is. This is just 10 plus your perception modifier.
Oh, sorry.
So,
4.
Ezrin, I'm going to start with you, please.
4.
10 plus your
Oh,
perception
14.
modifier is 4.
No, it's
Okay.
14. I didn't hear the 10 plus. I thought you said it was like a check of 10. So 14.
No.
He has a
14.
negative perception.
Okay. Kira? Is Kira back yet?
Not yet.
Last thing from Kira was BRB bathroom. Okay. Kira is on the spells tab. Perception is 7 for a total of 17. Mauriciel.
I also have 17.
All right. And Valeros.
15.
Thank you, folks.
But I also have +2 if perception is for hearing creatures within 30 feet, or +1 if it's a trap.
All right. I'll call it 19. Gotcha. Hey, folks, it's time for those magical words again. Everybody roll initiative.
Sweet. Damn it.
Had a turn. Hey! Valeros, Mauriciel, I'm going to ask you guys to figure out who's going first in between the two of you.
If you would like
And
to
we
go
also
first,
kindly have
Valorous,
somebody please roll for Kira as well.
I can. Yes. I had.
Also, I think that you guys would be oriented more like Thusly.
I have her.
Okay.
Where was that roll?
Kira's going fast as Kira has activated fast like Sonic mode. Okay. However,
How do I, just by curiosity, how do I roll stealth for initiative?
um, so let me grab Mauriciel's character sheet. So on the character page, uh, here under perception where it says initiative, next to
Mm-hmm.
it is a box with a drop down option that lets you roll
Oh,
any skill for initiative.
am I able to? I didn't realize I could do that.
So if you want to hide, you can roll initiative based on stealth.
Since I hear stuff, can I hide and re-roll my initiatives?
You can
That's
absolutely do that next encounter.
okay. That's fine.
hmm in the meantime, if a kobold's turn starts while they are hidden, they fire their crossbow at a hero. Okay. So, Valoros, call evens or odds.
Evens.
Odds, they're shooting at Mauricio. Um,
Jesus.
Mauricio,
Yes.
your armor class is reduced by 2 because you are flat-footed from the kobold that he's shooting at you from behind the table. So your armor class is 16 against this.
Okay.
That's going to be a 15. He missed. You're
Haha.
5 feet in front of him, and he fucking missed. And he is no longer hidden. Oh, and they also would have gotten sneak attack damage. Fantastic. Range strike. The kobold is no longer hidden. However, he is going to take an action to reload his crossbow, and then he is going to shoot at you again. You are no longer flat-footed from this. And he's going to hit you for 4 points of piercing damage.
Is it still 16 AC?
Uh,
Or does it
no,
make
you
it's 18 now,
so
right?
you were flat-footed against the first strike. You are no longer flat. After that strike is resolved, you are no longer flat-footed because you know where he is.
Okay. All right, and you said 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I put the
In
number in, it just didn't lower the bar.
it got there. It did on my end.
Okay, that's all that matters.
In the meantime, the other kobold is also shooting at Mauricio. And on a natural 1, it reaches up, it lines up its shot, it pulls the trigger on its crossbow, and the crossbow falls apart in its hands. It looks down at the mechanism at the half of a crossbow. It drops both of it. Uh, is going to draw its short sword as a second action. and is going to leap over the barrels. That's going to be. I'll be nice to this kobold and let it roll acrobatics, and it is going to land stumbling on the closer side of its barrel, and that's its turn. Kira, it is your turn. You have gone down the stairs. There are kobolds again. They're shooting at Mauriciel. She's having a bad day, but now she's laughing for some reason.
If
I
I don't
don't
know if
know of back
he's
yet.
back. Okay. Do you
Kira
want?
is whispering me, telling me that he's back.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Divine Font heal
It's just extra casts of the heal spell.
for free, right? I don't have to use my spell slots because I'm all out of spell slots.
So when you rested
You got your spell slots
at the
back.
beginning of the
Oh,
session before
I neglected to
before the
do that.
statue, you get your spell slots back. You also get all uses of your divine font back. Um,
Oh, okay.
they aren't technically free because you can only do it a certain number of times per day. But
I
yeah,
think
it's
it's
extra
3
spell slots
times.
for. It might be 4 for
Heal
you.
a number of times each day for free. Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
That should be. Oh,
Uh,
that should actually be 0.
as a first level cleric, you have 2 spell slots and divine font. You get 4 extra spell slots at your highest rank of cleric spell slots that you can only prepare heal in.
Okay, so in that case, I want to
Yeah,
do
you get
Divine Font to
heal.
cast Heal. That
Okay.
uses one of mine.
All right. Are you going to cast at 1 action for 1d8, 2 actions for, I'm sorry, 1d8 on touch range, 2 actions for 1d8 plus 8 up to 30 feet, or 3 actions for 1d8 plus 8 to everything within 30 feet of you, including the kobold?
Oh man, I should heal the kobolds. No,
Why not? They're
I'm
at
gonna
fault.
do
I don't think we've done
um
any damage to them.
You
I'm
haven't.
gonna do 1 action
Okay.
just to heal Maricel
Mauricio, okay.
and
We're only 1d8.
did I do that right? I did. Oh my, I am never
You
typing.
heal
Yay!
Mauricio for 1 point of damage.
I am never typing rolling again.
A whole 12 hit points.
I'm going back to my roll up in the top left again. How long does this last again? 1 minute. Would you say it's been a minute since the last encounter?
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm using the last spell slot I have to use the last 2 actions I have for magic weapon again. Can I touch Valoros from here?
Yes.
Uh, I'm using on his sword.
Okay.
I'm giving him a tap on the shoulder.
All right.
Go get him. They're all yours.
Okay. Valoros, your sword becomes magical once again.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute.
And that's it for
Actually,
Kira.
no, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, you can. You can cast
Daily
2 spells in
uses?
a turn.
The daily uses for magic weapon. I forgot. I forgot to
Did
take it
you only
down.
prepare it once?
I only have one.
You only
And
prepared
I
magic
forgot
weapon once?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have one daily use of it, and I forgot
Ah,
to tone it down from the last time I used it.
that's okay. This is an easier encounter.
Okay.
Valoros, belay all that. Kira's bad. Kira's wrong and bad.
Nothing new here.
Everybody's learning. All right. So Kira, you have 2 actions. What's it gonna be?
Uh what is this? Range. I'm going to. Can I see around this corner to this guy right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to use Burning Hands instead.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no.
All right. So, how cones work? We
We're
have a
learning
90,
today.
snap to corner. I am going rounded because I like rounded.
You punk! Why? Why me?
All right. So it is actually not going to affect
Oh,
Mauricio
thank God.
Oh
because you measure
man.
cones from the corner.
Thank God.
But it will fuck up. But it is likely to mess up this kobold, and
In
it will
that case,
also
we're
set the
shooting this
detritus
way.
behind him on fire, which may or may not
Why?
get rid of, which may or may not light some of the treasure in this room on fire. But we'll get there when we get there. So, first things first, kobold rolls a reflex save. That's going to be a big old pass from the kobold. All
My
right.
defense, I didn't know there was treasure there. I just got back.
On a pass, he is going to take half damage. So that is going to be a 6.
Oh, and you rolled maximum damage too.
You rolled boxcars on 2d6 for damage. So good job,
Woohoo!
hero. But yeah, the kobold is going to pass its saving throw, and that is going to be Kira's turn complete. Ezrin, it is your turn.
Okay. So I guess I will sneak down here around these guys.
Mm-hmm.
For that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a stride, that should be 25, correct? That should only be one stride action from where
5,
I
10,
was.
15, 20. You have 5 more
You've got
feet
5
if you
more.
want to go.
No, here's good. I am going to do
Okay.
a ray of frost at the little turd that's on fire.
Okay.
Fire.
22 is going to hit for another 8 points of cold damage. This kobold is having a very unpleasant experience. He is both frostbitten and on fire a little bit.
Okay.
And was very embarrassed that his crossbow just disintegrated in his hand.
He is also like feeling really impotent and really embarrassed and just like he's having a really bad day. You guys really aren't helping right now. And like I hope that you guys understand that.
Put him down.
Am I have one action left.
Ray of
No, 'cause
Frost
Oh
lasts
no,
that's
it's
2
two.
actions
It's
to
my
cast.
bad. My
2.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. So, Mauricio, it is your turn.
I am actually going to have Valoros go before me.
Okay.
My weapon is not
Valoros, it is your
magical,
turn.
right?
Your
It is
sword
not
is not
magical.
enchanted.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna step around
Okay.
to this guy, this fella who hasn't been touched yet,
Mm-hmm.
and there it is.
So that is a fist attack.
Whoops.
If you want to roll a sword attack, I'm going to ask you to roll a sword attack.
Below it.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
So, Valoros, I know that we were going through this a little bit before the session, but I just want to walk you through the logic of this process. All right?
Alright.
The armor class of these kobold scouts is 18.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to critically hit them, you need to roll a 28 or higher total. You rolled a 29, which means that it would normally be a critical hit. But you also rolled a natural 20. which would take the degree of success and increase it by 1. So if their armor class was, say, 20 instead of 18, you would go from a standard hit to a critical hit. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as double criticals, so roll me double damage.
I should just be able to click
Yeah.
this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
All right. So you know how Kira just rolled boxcars for damage? Valeros just did that on D8.
Oh,
And thankfully, this one is not my initiative tracker. Valeros, you step around the table, take a look at this kobold, and then just take its head out, clean off of its shoulders. It is dead.
Oh.
It is maximum dead.
So every attack we have hit
Its
with,
folly has been smote upon the mountainside.
every attack we have hit with has been max damage.
This encounter, yes.
Almost, yeah.
this poor thing.
It's not having a good day, man. And Valeros has a third action.
Is changing to
If
a
he wants
different
to,
weapon.
I don't know, throw his sword at the last kobold.
Just throw it.
At that point, might as well.
He saw how Marcel did it earlier. He's gonna try and do it now.
He's like, yeah, I
fuck it,
can
we'll
do
get-
that too.
we'll
I
give
can do
him-
that too.
Do I just roll longsword attack again, or?
So this is going to be that would be too complicated for me to go through right now, so I'm not going to let you actually throw your sword.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then switching weapons would be an action, right?
Sorry.
So stowing a weapon is an action, and then drawing your second weapon is another action.
Well, I'll just do that.
Okay.
Just in case.
Valeros,
Sure.
you just decapitated this guy's buddy, and now you're standing over with the table covering you up to the legs, and then you just plop your shield right on top of it.
Yeah, pretty
His
much.
kobold can no longer see you. And Mariciel, it is your turn.
All right. So, really quick, I want to run something by you.
Okay.
Right here,
Mm-hmm.
if I go, where's my measure? Okay, here we go. If I go this direction, oh no, oh it is. Oh, it says 30. Okay,
Yes.
I see. All right, so if I go here,
Mm-hmm.
will I be able to flank? Or is it because the boxes are in the way?
I'm going to say that there's enough detritus in the way, and also the detritus is on fire.
That's. I was going to mention that those are on
it's
fire.
probably not going to knock it as off guard as you want it to.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually walk up then, and
All right.
still have my short sword in my hand, slice at him.
Okay. Roll me a short sword +1. 14's not gonna hit.
All right. Then my second action or
Oh
third
no, this
action.
is your third action.
This will be my third action.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna hold my third action then. And if he tries to, I'll just hold my third. No. You know what? I'm just gonna run away behind the the table.
Okay.
5,
Are you
10,
going around the
15,
table or
20.
over the table?
I'll go around it and then
Okay.
hide, quote unquote.
Thanks,
Hiding is an
Dick.
action.
Okay. And then I'll just hold underneath the table. I'll be
All right.
ducked down and ready to toss my dagger.
Okay.
So, real quick before you have this guy go, I was so like, so if you say like where I just moved, however far I moved, 10 feet, then attacked,
Mhm.
to move again would be a third action, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just want to make sure I understood that properly. Cool. Thank you.
Sorry, Ezrin.
Dick.
I'm just all right. No, this kobold is going to summon every single little ounce of bravery that it can, and it is going to shriek at the top of its lung. It is going to take a
Oh,
deep breath and shriek at the top of its lung, and then it is going to throw itself at Ezrin with the burning fiery passion that only an almost dead being is that only an almost dead lizard child thing is truly capable of. Ezrin, what's your armor class?
15.
I would say I'm sorry for this, but I'm not.
Ugh.
That's going to be one hit. And then that's going to be one critical hit. And then that is going to be how in the also one hit. All right. So Ezrin, you're going to take a total
Of
of
dead.
4d6 points of damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am dead.
Not necessarily.
We got a priest still.
Well, let's see. We did 3 times my maximum damage.
You still have 1 health left.
Ezrin, you take 15 points of damage.
Oh, I thought you said you did 46.
No, 4
D.
D6.
Okay.
You're not quite mush yet. You're just on the brink
Bleeding
of
internally.
passing out.
I'm just bleeding internally now.
Oh no, you're definitely bleeding externally. There are several holes in Ezrin. And now it's Kira's turn.
Well. I was gonna go behind the table, but now we're gonna divine font. Take down one of those uses, and I am going to do 3 actions on this.
Okay,
Actually,
so you
wait, no,
want
3
to
actions
heal
means
the
the
kobold
kobold.
too.
Never mind. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. Reel it back in. Reel it back in.
Traitor.
Doing 2 actions.
All right. Please roll me 1d8 plus 8.
1d8 plus 8.
There
Ezrin,
you
you are
go.
healed for 10 hit points. Kira, you have 1 action remaining.
I'm taking my last action to go behind the shield. 5 and 15.
The shield.
Okay.
The human shield.
Yes. Now
You
can
will
I?
just hide the human shield. His name is Ezrin.
She just changed which human shield she's behind.
Would it be an
Now you're
action
behind
to
a
get the
human shield
kobold's
and a half
head?
elf and an elf shield. And that's going to be your third action. Ezrin, it's your turn.
Okay.
Fuck today.
So I want to move over here where I can flank Mauricio, draw a dagger, and stab her.
All right.
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
do.
let you do it.
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
You can move to that area still and do Ray of Frost. That way
I
you're
would
not in
suggest
it.
moving away from the kobold
Oh,
before you use Ray
I'm
of
gonna
Frost.
move over here.
Okay.
And I will try it a second time just because. Fuck it.
Just because I'm letting you move and then shoot.
Actually, let me get over here behind the table. There we go. Uh-oh.
25 is gonna hit for another 8 points of damage. This kobold is dead. He had 2 hit points left.
And now we are out of combat, yes?
And now we are out of combat.
Or are we?
I'm gonna try and slap Mauricio. Bitch.
Not my fault you ran in here, wizard.
What was I gonna do in a stairwell? Dick.
Could have ran the opposite direction.
I ain't no bitch. I ain't like you. I ain't trying to
So
hide.
congratulations, you have killed the kobolds in here, which means
Actually-
everybody gets 80 experience points.
1 second. If we're out, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the burning barrels.
There isn't anything valuable in the barrels, but I appreciate you not wanting to like burn up all of the oxygen around here.
What was the experience?
80.
80.
8-0.
0. I'm just going to take these two and put them here. Up north here, there's a barricade, like you guys dealt with earlier, and Valeros off this direction. You see a rectangular chamber in ruins. In the center is a fountain of pristine water. And you think that you see something glittering along the bottom. In the middle of the fountain is a marble statue of a mermaid.
Oh, this seems like a trip.
Anything on the corpses?
Nothing valuable. Valeros is walking away and getting into trouble.
I'm gonna peer into the fountain with Valeros.
Do you see him?
There's nothing. I am going to grab you two and pull you back while I deal with what's going on in the room that you're actually fucking in.
Oh,
There's nothing valuable on the kobolds other than their crossbows, the ammunition that they have left, and their short swords. But since you guys are already armed to the teeth, I don't see much of a point to taking them.
Okay.
And like I said, up here is a barricade that you guys can disassemble if you so wish. And over here is a mermaid statue that is apparently calling to Valeros like some kind of siren.
All right. So, what do you want to do?
You tell me.
We take down this barricade. We go see what's in that other room. What are y'all thinking?
I'm kind of interested in the other room.
Tie them
Valeros?
to the mast, Ezra. Tie them to the mast. It's the only way to get past the siren safely.
I say we take down this here barricade.
Ezrin, as you approach the barricade, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
All right.
I see everything.
So, behind this barricade, there is a foul stench of death and decay, like rotting fish and sweat. And you also hear a faint sound of dripping water somewhere in the distance.
Can I detect magic?
Yeah, for sure. The barricade is not magical.
Anything within 30 feet of me other than his
Not
sword?
that you can see. Uh, yeah, not that you can see.
All right, everybody. There is dripping water and rotting fish and the stank of death on the other side of this.
I don't know. The stank of death is somewhere that's immediately calling me.
I'm just saying, you guys are down here to find some kind of big, gribbly, monstery thing.
I'm thinking what we're looking for is on the other side of this here barricade. So we might want to go for what we came for. We can search the rest once the mission is done.
Alright. Let's get
All right. I'm
turned
going
down.
to need a crafting or thievery check from anybody who's trying to disassemble the barricade. All right. Ezrin, you have some experience doing this. You take apart the barrels, whisper quiet. Beyond the barricade, the passage meanders very briefly. The floor descends slightly and becomes flooded with a shallow pool of water. The water appears to be flowing out of a passageway to the right. There is a shimmering blue light in that direction that reflects off of the water there. The main passage continues to the left over the slight depression in the floor where the water has pooled. There is an overwhelming stench drifting from around a bend.
Well, Marisol is in a comatose state. I'm going to grab her by the back of the collar and use her as a human shield. Or an elven shield, pardon me. To follow Valeros.
Okay. Val, where do you want to go? You can go down to the right where the light is, or you can go around to the left where the smell is coming from.
The smell.
Do I hear anything from either direction?
Like I said, the water's coming from the right, but that's all you got. And then from the left is the smell.
The smell.
Oh, guess we follow our noses.
Okay.
Am I able to hear any skittering or anything like that?
Roll me a perception. You're trying to listen, so give me a +2.
Perception, perceive. So total of 16.
No, you don't hear anything really. Um, Valeros, you wade through the pool, and in this cave, there is an overwhelming, overpowering stench, like rotted fish and oily sweat. The air here is warm and humid, which only adds to the foul atmosphere. Unlike previous chambers, this one appears to be a natural cavern, dotted with limestone stalactites and stalagmites, making it hard to see exactly where the room ends. I need you to roll me a fortitude save. You ignore the smell and keep your lunch down.
Everyone else, too.
Everyone else isn't in the damn room yet.
Oh.
Valoros, if you want to go in further, you are more than welcome to. If the others would like to join you so that you aren't dealing with whatever is in here on your own, that would probably be appreciated.
Get in here.
Yes, sorry, I was gonna move up.
I'm staying in the back. I'm not letting you stay in the back.
Do you want us to try and not
Not
puke?
moving around, I'm trying to grab everybody
Uh,
all at once. Why isn't it letting me add a turn?
what? We lost our. Oh, there he
I
is.
guess I did die.
You know what? I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to add you guys. I'm going to grab these three. I'm going to add them separate. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but ladies and gentlemen, kindly roll initiative. Mauricio, Ezra, and Kira, I'm going to need fortitude saving throws from you lot.
Initiative.
Fortitude,
Mm-hmm.
fortitude. There it is. Nope.
I'm getting hungry.
And Mauricio, I also need initiative based on perception, please.
On perception,
Mm-hmm.
because I puked. Got it.
No, just in general. All right, so Kira, your 25 fortitude saving throw keeps your lunch down. You're doing great. Ezrin, your 25 fortitude save keeps your lunch down. You're doing great. You, in fact, critically succeed that, but there isn't a difference between a critical and a success on this. Mauricio, you know what, Mauricio? You are thickened 2,
No, I
which
don't
means
want to
that
be.
you take a -2 status penalty to every d20 roll and every
Ooh.
DC of yours, including armor class,
That
until you take
fucking
an action to
sucks.
retch. And once you take an action to retch, your sickened condition is reduced to sickened 1.
I gotta. My
And then
tummy
you need to take a
aches.
second action to retch.
My
Completely
poor.
remove your condition. You, I do not see a. There we go. That'll do. However, where was I? Oh, yes. Rolling initiative for all of the baddies in here. An 8, and a 13. Valorous, I'm having you go before the relevant Zul'Goth. The reptilian creatures here in the center of the room are called Zul'Goth. Reptilian humanoids who dwell underground in large family groups called clutches, fighting each other's for territory and resources. They are known for being extremely aggressive and for their horrid stench, which they are completely immune to. They have not noticed you. And so, Mauriciel, you're dealing with some stuff. Mauriciel is going to take her first action to Retch and reduce her sickened condition to sickened 1. Then Mauriciel is going to take her second action to Retch again and reduce her sickened condition from sickened 1 to sickened 0.
And now they know we're
Mauriciel
here.
is no longer sickened. Then for her third action, she is going to travel 5, 10, 15, 20. She's going to set up there. Ezrin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stride, I guess, to right here. Nope, not right there, because I can't see him. Right there.
Okay.
And do a ray of frost at the one over here behind the pillar.
All right.
And miss.
11 is not gonna hit.
Okay.
Valoros, it is your turn.
Is the dune rough terrain?
No. Remember when you're moving diagonally that you have to count each step individually. Get things to work Actually, no, you don't, because this is Pathfinder and they thought that through already. Okay.
Well,
Never mind. So yeah.
yeah, I should be able to just get to there
Mm-hmm.
then. All right. Let's make some mistakes.
Valoros is making strong choices.
Yep. The one right in
Mm-hmm.
front, I'm going to try to take a swing at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Valoros is gonna hit. Go figure. Roll me
Uh,
critical damage, my dude. All right, minus 14. So all of the Zul'Gaths are seated and unarmed currently. So you walk up to this one and you stab it through one of its shoulders. So we have this one up here who is going to
I'm also going to do
stand.
that.
You are going to
Or raise
that
my
is a
shield.
reaction. You are going to
Right.
raise your shield. You get a +2 circumstance bonus to your armor class until the start of your next turn. I will not be keeping track of that, so make sure that you are. All right. This Zul'Gath is going to stand. Says that they don't have any weapons drawn, but the only weapons that I see, no. It is going to pick up a club, and it is going to swing at Valoros. Valoros, will a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it
You
will.
take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Excuse me, somebody's knocking on my door. I just got back my hard copy from the guy down the hallway.
How fitting.
Mm-hmm. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, Valorous had just gotten pasted by one of these Zulgath. Second Zulgath is the one here, just south of Valoros, who is going to stand as his first action, take up his club as his second action. He is also going to swing at Valoros. Will a 12 hit you, Val?
No.
What is your armor class?
21 with a +2.
All right. So the first you're standing there with your shield up. You see this second one starting to swing at you, so you spin around, and that's when the first one clocks you in the back. Now, Kira, it is your turn.
Uh, I'm gonna take an action to stride,
Okay.
and I am going to stride to. Oh, it's on the corner. My bad. 2, 3. If I go here, I still have line of sight of Valoros,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
so I'll move there. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Now I don't have much in the way of ranged weaponry right now.
You should have a cantrip.
I do, and that cantrip is for disrupt undead.
Ah. Excuse me while I take a look at. Oh yeah, yeah. And your only weapon is the scimitar because that's Saren Ray's favorite weapon.
Yeah, it is. So with that, he's down 19 of 24.
He is
Yeah.
at 19 of 24.
I would just save it for now.
Yeah, I am.
You could do the. No, you can't do the 3-action heal
Mm-mm.
spell.
No, I cannot. I think I'm just gonna have to keep my turn here.
Okay. I see what they did. Because in the book, they only list the club attack. And then in Roll20, they also have a Jaws and a Claw attack.
Mm.
And I'm going to bet that if I pull up the archives and I look up Zulgaths, they'll have a club and a Jaws and a Claw attack. And they just ported them over from
The
the
mon-
bestiary instead of from the book. Okay. So Kira, are you done?
Yes, I'm gonna have to keep it there.
Are you sure you don't want to cast Burning Hands at Valoros and also the three Zulgath?
I I do not have burning hands anymore, unfortunately. It's only a
All right.
one-time thing.
Okay. Valoros. This third Zulgath has decided that it wants none of your smoke. So it is going to rise to its feet. It is going to take up its club and it is going to travel 5, 10, 15, and provoke a reactive strike. Roll me an attack.
What happened there?
23 is going to hit for another 10 points of damage as it is trying to walk up to Mauricio here. You stab it in the back and it dies in agony. Mauricio, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stride on over down yonder here.
Okay.
I'm gonna flank this feller.
Hell yeah, you are.
I'm gonna sneak attack with my short sword.
Roll me a short sword.
Damn it.
All right, so you're flanking, so it is off guard and has a -2 penalty to armor class, which means that you had to beat a 14.
Oh wait. I think I get. Never mind. Go ahead.
And the +1 is already built into your short sword attack.
Yes.
So that's not gonna hit.
Um,
But you could try again.
yeah, I can. There's nothing else to do. It's -5, right?
You are using an agile weapon, so if you just click the little 2 in there with the short sword, it'll happen automatically.
God damn
Did
it.
you do that?
Man.
I
Yes, yes,
sure
you
did.
did. Marciel is still recovering from puking her guts out. It's okay to have off days sometimes.
Well, he's flanked, so there
He's
you go,
very flanked, which
Valeros.
means Valeros is probably going to kill him very bad. But for now, it's Ezra's turn.
Turn it to paste.
Okay. So, I am going to stride to right here next to that one.
Okay.
And shocking grasp.
All right. Its armor class is 16.
Oh man.
That's it. I'm done.
Damn.
So you're going to try to shocking grasp. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Valeros, it's your turn. First things first, it's the start of your turn, which means that your +2 circumstance bonus to armor class raising your shield goes bye-bye. And now you have your 3 actions.
Yeah, I want to attack the one right in front of me first, or
Okay?
below me.
Yep. 27 is going to critically hit. He is going to take 12 points of damage.
Can I tell how messed up that one looks, or is it, or
Um,
no?
about 40. It's at about 40%.
I want to try to get this one mad at me too,
Okay.
so that they don't attack the frail old man.
Okay. Do you want to try to talk to it, or do you want to just swing at it?
Nah, attack number 2.
Okay. Make sure you click the little number 2.
Yeah.
A 21 is going to hit.
No.
Fighters, y'all. Fighters.
So yeah, then
And
and
then you
then
have a third action.
I will raise the shield once
All
more.
right. Okay, so we have Ezra. You watch as this thing goes back and forth between you, who appear to be not a threat, and the angry guy with the stingy sword thing, with the stingy sword twig. And it's going to swing 1 at Valeros. 23 is going to hit Valeros. You take 10 points
Yes.
of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Then it's going to swing 2 at Valeros. That's going to be a 6. It is going to fall flat on its ass.
All right.
Courtesy of a critical failure. Its club goes flying off over here somewhere, and it is going to pull itself back up for its third action.
I was going to shield block for if he attacked Ezrin, but
You can shield block, but only if it is attacking
yeah.
you. Would you like to shield block?
For the first attack, so that we don't lose health.
I
Uh,
can try.
would you
I
like
don't
to
know.
shield block so that you learn how shield works? Or how shield block works? Valoros, is that a thing that you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you have a shield raised, if you are particularly skilled with a shield like Valoros is, you can use your reaction to block a damage that hits you. The amount of damage that you take is reduced by the hardness of your shield. In your case, that's 5. And then you and your shield both take the remaining damage. So instead of taking 10 damage here, you only take 5. So you're at 14 out of 24 hit points, and your shield is at 15 out of 20. Please note that if your shield takes too much damage, it will break and become less effective, and if it continues to take damage after that, it will be destroyed. But that is it for this Zulgath. Now it is time for the second Zulgath. Second Zulgath is going to take a step action to move here and not provoke any attack of opportunity or reactive strike. It is going to swing once also at Valeros on a dirty 20. Valeros,
If the
your
shield
shield
or
is up in the other way, and then you see this one taking a swing at you, and you take your shield back across your body and knock its strike out of line so that it misses you completely because
nice.
your shield is still raised. And then it is going to take its action to then stride 5, 10, 15. It looks like it's planning to run away. Kira, it is your turn.
Mm. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and use Divine Font Heal
Okay.
on.
How many actions are you going to use this for?
Or actually, let me
Because you could
think of
do
my
it.
last option. Can I just run
When
in
you are
there?
measuring emanations, please only go horizontally.
Because if you do because you said 30 feet, right?
Uh-huh.
That would be 30 feet from where you are if you do the 3 action heal.
Gets that far.
Oh, yes.
When
So
you're
I'm
measuring,
I'm actually
when you're
thinking
measuring
of
things, please go horizontally.
I forgot.
I'm actually
Yeah.
thinking of moving and getting flanking on this guy right here and just having us all gank him.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Because then
You can
if we
take
don't
an
have to worry
action to stride over
about
here.
this guy right here. And if we
Mhm.
just kill this guy, then I can just three all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could
5,
just
10,
throw
15,
stuff.
20, 25, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an action, and then I'll take the last action to just bonk.
You have 3 actions.
Right.
A 20 will hit. For let me think, its armor class is 14. Yeah, I'll keep the 2.
And
But you
then
have a third action.
I'm going to use the last action to try and bonk again.
13 isn't going to hit.
Shame.
Okay, what's their armor
little-
class?
16, but when you're
16,
flanking them, it's
okay.
only 14.
Just checking.
Does this
Marciel, it
provide
is your turn.
flanking on this guy?
Ezrin and Kira are both flanking this guy here in the middle. But if, say, Valeros moves here, then he doesn't have somebody to flank with.
Okay. Got it.
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna. I was gonna go here and
Mhm.
throw a dagger at that guy.
I would suggest doing that from one space further.
Okay. What do you guys think, though?
I think that you should run up
I
and stab
think
him with your
it's
rapier.
not our turn.
It is my turn.
But it's not our
It is, in
turn.
fact, Mauriciel's turn.
Yes, he said, what do you guys think?
Mauriciel
It's
is
not
asking
our
for
turn.
I'm gonna go here and stab with rapier then.
Okay.
This one.
24 is going to hit. 24 is unfortunately not going to crit because the rapier has the deadly 1d8 trait. So he is going to take minus 9 points of damage, which would have been enough to kill the one that I was actually talking about you going after. Ezrin, it is your turn.
I think I have one more.
Oh, I'm sorry, Merciel has one more action.
Okay. I don't have
13
that
isn't going to
one
hit.
more action anymore.
Ezrin, it is your turn.
I'm going to pull out a dagger,
All right.
and
First action.
then I'm going to stab.
All right. 18 is going to hit for 4 points of damage.
And F it, we'll stab again.
All right.
And I'm going to
Oh.
stab myself.
You are Julius Caesaring this. I am going to ask you to roll 1d6. You Julius Caesar this guy so hard that you stab Valeros. Valeros, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
My bad.
Speaking of
too.
Valeros, it's Valeros' turn.
Alright. Let's see if we can murder this guy properly.
22 hits, it's dead.
Alright. Fuck it. Damn.
Fuck this, fuck you, fuck everybody. You whisper to yourself under your breath. It's fuck today, fuck everybody, I'm fucking done with this shit. As you kill 2 soul gaps in less than 6 seconds.
What did I roll? I
I'm
rolled
sorry, what's the
19.
question?
Oh, I was trying to.
Yeah,
19 plus 9 minus 5.
yes. So
Alright.
Valeros, you come back, and if Kira would like to heal, then now is the appropriate time.
Yes.
Those
All right,
things.
so using 3-action heal is going to heal everybody for 1d8
Reaction
plus
heal,
8.
marking this down to 1. And that was what again?
1d8 plus
1d8
8.
plus 8.
Nice.
Woo!
He finally rolled well on a healing die, guys.
Woo! My
Everybody gets
entire
16 hit points
purpose.
up to maximum.
I think that puts me, that puts me back full.
Everybody's at full.
Who could have seen this happening? Our priest actually priesting.
Right? For once.
Anything worth stealing?
Um,
Besides
so
these stupid clubs.
one of the Zulgaths had actually the one that was trying to run away, has a small leather pouch tied to its belt. And inside is a handful of strange coins that appear to have been minted in some kind of faraway kingdom deep underground. The coins on one side show a tower inside a cave, and on the other side is a sinister-looking elf's head. But you are looking at them, and you think that it's worth about 4 gold pieces and 38 silver.
Ooh.
Now, there are 3 ways out of here. I'm going to position Ezrin and Valeros such that we can see them. The first way is the way back from whence we came. All right.
There was something in that middle corridor that we missed.
Mhm. The second is this way. The Darklands is a vast subterranean realm deep underground filled with all sorts of deadly creatures and sinister monsters. This is where the Zulgaths came from, and I will tell you right now, It is beyond the scope of this adventure. All right.
So this is the invisible wall that a video game would have. Got it.
Seems like it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we like block the entrance somehow.
This right here, this is my waist-high fence. You guys cannot pass.
Whatever would we do?
I'm gonna use the Skyrim horse glitch to get through your invisible wall.
Except this isn't Skyrim and you don't have a horse.
Valoros is a farm boy. Close enough.
Well,
All right. And the third passageway over here by Ezran appears to have been dug fairly recently. The tunnel curves up and around before it ends in a thin wall of loose stones and dirt. There is a tiny, tiny hole in this wall. And as you peek through it, Ezran, you see that there are kobolds in the area beyond going about their daily routine.
Just living life.
Just living life.
I'm kind of curious about that temple looking area that was in the middle of the hallway, too.
yeah, we could go check that out. I would be down for that. And that also looked like there was an offshoot area over here.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Was this little offshoot area is like the little temple
This
area I
place
was
down
seeing.
here.
There,
Just gonna grab everybody.
there was
that
also
with
the mermaid room.
There is also the mermaid room.
It's true.
However,
Mermaid.
first, for defeating the Zulgaths, everybody gets 120 XP. Tell me when you hit 1,000.
Okay.
Actually, folks, we've been going for about 3 hours now. What do you say we call it an evening here?
All right, yeah, I'm good with that.
Sounds
I'm
good.
As
cool
you are
with it.
about to enter the Temple of the Elements of Chaos.
Ooh, fun.
So thank you all very much. Normally this is where I'd say ladies and gents, but it's just gents tonight. So guys night, go team.
Indeed.
I always appreciate spending time with you. Thank you, Sir Nicholas, for playing Valoros. We don't get to play with each other nearly as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
And I miss you a bunch, buddy.
Cool seeing you back.
Also, before you go, Nick,
Hi.
I'm sending you this because I know you played Starfinder with us. You can remake your Starfinder character on that with the new Starfinder 2E edition.
They
Have
are doing
fun.
Starfinder 2E.
Nice.
It's so
And
much fun.
fun fact, because the core systems are the same, everything that's been published for Pathfinder, you can use in Starfinder.
Yep.
Everything
Ooh.
that's been published, that's going to be published for Starfinder 2, we can use in Pathfinder 2E.
And Demiplane is basically an easier version of the D&D Beyond, but for Starfinder, Pathfinder, and a bunch of other RPGs.
Mhm.
I recently made Emmeline and her whole girl group.
All right.
Yeah, I figured that this would be dangerous for you.
All right. Well,
So
thanks for
thank
watching.
you
If you
all very
stayed this
much,
long,
folks. I appreciate you, and I love you guys a bunch. And I will see you hopefully next week.
Sue.
all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.